problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Brewer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
We go. To 60 Pittsburgh.
Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Who's that? Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Jackson out to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
No.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, complete. It's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On fourth down, Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Matt Judon, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch tight end. Ball. 3 down. Out. Here we go. I got it.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go now. Head over.
Tannehill on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And it's complete. Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Watch the screen.
Jackson now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson. It's Kelsey on the grab. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Back now in Baltimore. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Stop your whining. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. So don't say nothing.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, Jackson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That's taken in by Henderson. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Again, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Henderson going to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Short boot, take it at the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. A first down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
58 for Mike. Yeah. Go 58 for Mike. Here we go.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. Flush to his right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.